Yo, what's up, boys? Party Waffles here, and today I'm going to make you guys a 10.27 Dragonflight Season 4 tier list, the most accurate tier list there is for PvP. So let's get right into this. Prot Warrior, F tier, I haven't even seen a single one. BM Hunter, we're going to go with, we'll do that one later. Marksman Hunter, we're going to go with A tier. Marksman Hunter's got a lot of buffs recently. They're pretty decent, all around pretty good. I've been seeing them a lot more. I've played with them, seem good. Boomkin, S tier. Broken. You've seen the tournaments. You've seen the ladder. The clone is just insane. Guardian Druid tank. Literally haven't even seen one. I guess in like BGs or something they're good. They have their place, but not so much. Let's see. Outlaw Rogue, S tier. Insane control, insane damage. The class has been S tier for the whole, feels like so long now. Death Knight. Unholy DK, I'm going with A tier. If you saw my last tier list for last season, I had Unholy DKs as C tier. So between the buffs and the scaling, Unholy DK got significantly stronger. So we're moving them up to A tier. Frost DK, we're going to put them down in C tier. Frost DK is not horrible in threes. It's horrible in solo shuffle. Absolutely horrible in solo shuffle. It's all right in threes, though. Okay, Feral Druid. So Feral Druid, we're going to put them A tier. They're really squishy, but Feral Mage is a god tier comp. They have a lot of control. Jungle's good. Feral Mage is good. They got a couple different comps. I do think they have a place. I don't think they're bad. I think they're just a little squishy. Let's see. Augvoker. Again, I don't think Augvokers are very good. We're going to put Augvoker down in C tier. I really haven't seen too many. I don't even know if I've seen any, really. But we're going to put them down in C tier. Presvoker. I'm going to put them up in S tier. I think Presvokers are the best healer right now. Godly damage, godly healing. They have Shroud, just an insane class all around. My favorite healer to play with and against. So the next thing we have here is Holy Priest. Again, Holy Priest, S tier healer in my opinion. Them and Prez are the two best healers in the game, hands down. So let's go next. Devastation Evoker. I'm going to put them up in A tier. They're a strong class. Strong mobility, strong damage, just all around good class, A tier. And again, things that are in a tier, like say A tier, for instance. A tier means A minus to A plus, right? So some things will be worse than each other in the tier, but they're still the same tier. Even though they're slightly better or worse than each other, they're not better or worse to move up or down an entire tier, okay? The next thing we have is Ellie Shaman, A tier. Good damage, good disruption, just pretty much where they've always been recently. Let's see. All right, guys. So Shadow Priest, we're going to put into the A tier. I think they have a lot of damage. They're really good. You just have to be able to do the damage while taking damage yourself, right? Which is the hard part. But I do think Shadow Priest has potential. And yeah. So especially like Shadow Play or RPS or something. Next here. The next thing we have is Arms Warrior. A tier. All around a good class. Ret Paladin, A tier as well. All around good. I do think Ret is a little bit better than Warrior. But again, it's not good enough to go up an entire tier or down a tier. The next thing we have here is, let's go with Sub Rogue. So I'm going to put Sub Rogue as C because I don't think Sub Rogue is very good. And I literally never see them. Maybe you might be able to get some gimmick kills or something, but so Fury Warrior, we're going to go ahead and put that into B tier. I do think that it's good and it got some buffs. And against some matchups, Fury Warrior is actually going to be better than Arms Warrior, right? So it does have its place. This is like I would say B plus, A minus. So it's really close to being A tier. Right. And the next thing we have here is a DH tank. Again, I haven't even seen one of these. Blood DK tank, we're going to put in D because I have played it and it was decent. So I at least know that it's not bad. Let's see. Frost Mage. So this one is a toss-up. It could go up to S tier if it was a little bit better, but I don't quite think that it's S tier. I do think that it's high A tier, though, and that it is a really strong caster. Assassination Rogue. So some Assassination Rogue comps are insane. Assassination F. Assassination DK is pretty good. Everything like that. So this one, to me, is low A. This is low A tier, right? It's not quite dropping down an entire tier, but it is lower on the A. All right, let's see. Windwalker. It's not quite Fury. It's definitely low A in my opinion. It's a low A for sure. All right, let's see. Holy Paladin. All right, guys. Disc Priest is going in A tier. It's obviously just below Holy Priest and Presvoker. Very strong, huge damage. Just got a lot of buffs, everything like that. Let's go next. The next thing we have here is Resto Shaman. I'm going to put Resto Shaman in the A tier too. It's not quite as good as Priest in my opinion, but it's pretty similar. But it is better than Mistweaver and H-Pally. Next thing we have here is Enhanced Shaman. I'm going to go with B tier for Enhanced Shaman. I'm really not seeing any Enhanced Shamans, but they do have comps. So we're going to toss them in the B tier. Demon Hunter. You guys have played PvP right now. I'm sure you've seen it. Demon Hunter, S tier. Huge Mortal Strike, huge damage, huge defensives, huge utility, mobility, everything. All right, guys. BM Hunter, we're going to go with A for BM Hunter. It's decent spec all around. Nothing crazy, though. In my opinion, Marksman's better, but, I mean, Beastmaster's actually higher on the ladder right now. On North America, at least. Survival Hunter. Fuck, this one is where we could lose it, boys. Do I put Survival Hunter in B, or is that fried? Let's see on EU, because no one's pushed Survival Hunter on NA yet, so it's hard for me to say. Or at least it doesn't look like they have. Not in solo. Let's check EU. Let's see, survival. Because Big Mac's probably played it, right? Okay, he's 2,900. Okay. He's like number one on the ladder, survival. Okay, good thing we looked at that. So, looks like no one's even played survival on NA yet. So, survival is most definitely A tier, okay? Survival is most definitely A tier. Alright, guys. Survival Hunter. Not as many people are playing it right now because MM seems a little bit better, but it is most definitely very viable. And if you're good at it, you can definitely make it work very high. So, we're going to go ahead and put that in A tier. All right, our Druid. I think our Druid is A tier, guys. All right, Restoration Druid. I think it's A tier with like Disc Priest and our Shaman. I don't think it's better than the other healers at the top, and I don't think it's worse than the ones below it. So the next thing we have here is I've literally never even seen one. Actually, not this season. I haven't seen one. So we're gonna put it down there in the F tier just because I haven't even seen one. All right, Prot Pally. Again, I haven't even seen one. I would rate these tanks, but like I legit haven't seen them, so it's. Yeah, F tier for them. Arcane Mage, I think it's really good into melee. Like, it feels unwinnable as DK into a really good Arcane Mage. So I do think they're A tier. I don't think they're, like, super broken, though, because there's other stuff, like Hunters and stuff, they'll take them down. But Destro Lock. This is an A tier angle. I do think all three lock specs are A tier. You guys are noticing, right? There's a lot of A tier, but that's good. Ideally, in a perfect world where the game is perfectly balanced, everything is just A tier, right? Across the board, everything's A tier. So having a lot of stuff A tier is not bad at all. That's actually pretty good. Fire Mage, again, depending what you're fighting, the Fire Mage could feel S tier, right? Like into me, if they're playing the huge damage build into pets, it's going to feel S tier, right? But as a whole, I don't think the Fire Mage is S tier. Into something, sure, but as a whole, no. Next, we have Demo Lock. There, it's Demo Lock, right? Demo Frost, it's got good comps, it does big damage, it's disruptive, it's good. But again, I don't think it's one of the outliers at the very top. So it's going to go there. And then AF, again, same thing. I think AF is really strong. It has a lot of good comps. Assassination AF is really good. It does a fuck ton of damage. It's pretty decent overall and just has a lot of survivability for solo queue. Just overall good. I don't think it's broken at the top, and I don't think it's like that bad down in the lower classes. But that's basically it, guys. If you agree or disagree with any of these, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace. Okay.